We're back. It is coming up on 8/11 now. We're back focusing on how we can build and maintain strong relationships. And we're doing it with not one, but two best-selling powerhouse thinkers and experts on human connection. Brené Brown is a research professor and speaker who's reached millions with her insights on vulnerability, on courage, on empathy. And then Adam Grant. Adam is a professor and organizational psychologist who focuses on how we understand motivation. He also, for years now, has been challenging us to rethink how we work. And now they've joined forces. They've joined forces for a new podcast. It's called The Curiosity Shop. Brené, Adam, welcome back.
Thank you. Excited to be here.
I mean, this is like the duo that we didn't even know we needed.
It's a duo we didn't know we needed.
What? I'm glad you brought it up. I'm glad you brought it up because what a lot of folks don't know is there was a little beef between the two of you for a number of years, and I guess at some point we kissed and made up. What happened?
I don't think we kissed. But what is that face? You wish. We did make up. No, we got in a little online LinkedIn dust up. Like, we disagreed. He wrote something. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
We went back and forth a little bit. The interwebs took sides as things go.
We didn't talk for 4 years afterward.
Wow. And then,
that's true.
And then one day
he asked for my help with something. He was working with a women's professional sports team and said, would you come in and talk to them? And I said, let's go. Let's do it.
And the rest is history. And now we've got this podcast. How did the podcast come to be?
We kept, first of all, we'd been reading each other's work even when we didn't like each other, which was mildly annoying.
I mean, it was enormously annoying, but go ahead.
But also, we kept showing up on each other's shows, and every time listeners said, this is our favorite episode, do more.
So the podcast focuses essentially on life and connections and relationships, building those and maintaining those. But you come at it from two very, very different perspectives. How would you describe the perspectives?
I'm usually right.
And I want to get it right.
Oh, okay. I'm a qualitative researcher. He's quantitative. He looks at things from a very analytical data perspective. I also look at data, but I look at story as data. And so I think we end up weirdly, even despite trying not to, really agreeing on 95% of most things, but we see them very differently.
Let's talk about that, because you both maintain there are essentially three main components of a strong relationship. What are the three?
Well, I think there are a lot of components, but I've never seen a relationship survive without the ability to repair.
To have difficult conversations.
Right. And to, on the flip side of the difficult conversations and the repair, to commit to moving forward. I would add with a lot of grace.
With a lot of grace. Let's start with the apology.
Yeah.
Let's talk about apologizing, because apologizing, it's very difficult. Very difficult for, I would venture to say, just about everybody.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry you feel that way.
Yeah. It's good. That's good.
People think it's weakness because people think vulnerability is weakness.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's hard.
So how do we fix that? What are we doing wrong there?
I mean, I'm a big Harriet Lerner fan, her work and her research, and one of the things that she taught me about apologizing, which is so hard for me, is to listen with the same passion with which you want to be heard. And so whether I'm the person that needs to offer repair or I'm getting repair from someone, I'm sometimes thinking about what I'm going to say while the other person's talking.
Yes.
I'm thinking, oh, yeah, oh, okay.
Yeah, I got one for you. I got one for you.
Let's go, let's dance.
Yeah. Especially if you're married.
I mean, like, my husband and I have been together 40 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so a long time since we were really young. And so, yeah, a lot of repair and a lot of dancing.
And Adam, you say that when it comes to apologizing, it's also important, it's paramount to take responsibility. What does that look like?
Yeah, this is research led by Beth Poland. She shows that actually taking responsibility might be more important than saying sorry. It's nice to show remorse and say, I feel bad. Yeah. It is critical to say, this is on me. It's my fault. I caused the problem, and I'm willing to do whatever I can to prevent it from happening again or make it right.
No one likes to have difficult conversations, but you both have some thoughts on how we can make those difficult conversations just a little less difficult. How do we go about doing that?
Well, I think you first have to get used to discomfort. Discomfort's the key to everything. I love the playback. I love that when someone says something to you, you say, you know what, can I play back what I think you're saying? I think what you're saying is, when I showed up like this, and was really judgmental, that was hurtful. Is that what you're saying? Because between you talking and me listening, a lot of stuff happens in between. So the playback is a way to get really clear we're talking about the same thing here.
And oftentimes I would assume that you find that when you do the playback, you realize that there's clearly a chasm between what they're saying and what you're hearing.
Yes, people will say, "Oh, I'm not saying that at all." I'm like, "Great, I'm glad. Can you go again? I want to understand."
Adam, I remember vividly before I got married, my wife and I got married, some of the advice that we got, especially from people who'd been married for like 40 years, they would say, never go to bed angry, never go to bed mad.
Oh, yeah.
Adam's like, no.
Such bad advice, because if you refuse to go to bed angry,
you're never sleeping.
No, I mean, you're going to stay up all night, but also you are arguing when you're tired, and you are arguing when you're angry, and sometimes it's better to wait until you've cooled down. Go to bed angry, wake up with perspective.
Moving forward, that was one of the 3 things that you guys also talk about in terms of maintaining a great relationship. How do we go about moving forward after we've had the difficult conversations, after we've apologized, we've listened with intent? Now it's time to move forward. What does that look like?
Well, I think the saying goes, the best apology is changed behavior. And that is not easy, right? So I'm going to commit to you, hey, Craig, I wronged you. Here's how I'm going to make it right. And then let's check in a week, and you let me know, am I making progress?
And small wins before we go, Brené.
I mean, I think grace. I might say to Steve or someone in my life, I apologize, I own this, and I'm going to change this behavior, and I might slip up. So grace about seeing someone trying to do things differently.
Yeah.
It matters. Like, we're imperfect, messy people.
When people listen to this podcast, what's the hope? What do we hope that they take away from each episode?
I'm hoping people walk away more curious and more informed. We need informed complexity in a world that loves simplicity.
Yeah, and to learn that discomfort and not knowing is better than being wrong and being sure.
We sure are so glad that you guys squashed that beef.
Me too.
Looking forward to the podcast. Brené, Adam, thank you. Thank you both. We should mention you can find The Curiosity Shop. It's a great name for a podcast, too. The Curiosity Shop. It's on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.